Vespa, NBC News, Stockton, Illinois.
My goodness, remarkable on so many levels. That's nightly news for this Wednesday. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
No, we can't.
You just found heroin.
Can we get her back in the bed? I know that she could get back on track.
Hold it. I'm not suggesting you send a baby home with that woman.
I got sober. I am not giving up on her.
Look at that. What you're seeing is Olson Solar Energy working in the sun to make the sun work for you. What you can't see are the lower or no energy bills, selling extra energy back to your electric company, and the increase in property value without an increase in property taxes. The sun works for homes and businesses. The only thing you need is Olson Solar working in the sun to make the sun work for you. Now booking installations for 2023. Call Olson Solar Energy today.
Weather Watch 12, weather from where you live.
Straight ahead, the blizzard we've been expecting is finally here. We'll have a full forecast coming up.
Plus, a former state senator from Maryland has been sentenced for tax evasion. We'll tell you how long he will be behind bars.
And we have an update on an eagle that was shot by an arrow in Wapaka. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Dan Hagan, Jessica Jukic, and Jeff Weller.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Jessica Jukic.
And I'm Dan Hagan. A blanket of snow now covers northern Wisconsin, and we're just getting started with this winter storm.
Meteorologist Conrad Sapinski standing by in Hodag Park. But first, Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us with a look at the forecast. Jeff?
Yeah, hey guys, the snow has arrived. Some heavy snow bands out there right now as well. But how cool is this outside here in downtown Rhinelander? Look at this currently with the snow falling. The streets are now covered with snow, and we know what to do. We live in north central Wisconsin. We've been through this before, but this one is going to leave a mark out there tonight and throughout the day tomorrow as the heavy snow bands are just now getting in here. And here they are now on radar, the darker blue colors, that banding structure you see there, that's moderate to heavy snow. If it's snowing where you're at now, it's likely going to keep snowing through tonight into tomorrow. In fact, the heaviest snow showers likely in here around sunrise tomorrow morning through about noon tomorrow is when the heaviest snow will be in our neck of the woods. Right now, though, that's parts across parts of Marathon County and Lincoln County and Portage County. So overall, the snow has arrived. Moderate snow out there tonight, in throughout the day tomorrow. It'll come to an end about this time tomorrow night. Also out there, lots of wind, right? Wind gusts near 30 to 40 miles per hour. Light, fluffy snow is going to blow and drift that snow out there tonight and throughout the day tomorrow, reducing visibility and making it very difficult to get around our region tonight and tomorrow. Thus, our favorite, here's the winter storm warning in effect for all of us tonight. This is your tax dollars at work saying, hey, take it easy out there. There's snow in the region across the entire region tonight. So our forecast then tonight, though, is snow, heavy at times, and windy with low temperatures down near 13. Your full forecast is coming up. Dan, Jessica.
Thanks, Jeff and Theo. Still a lot of snow to come. Now let's take a look outside.
Meteorologist Conrad Sapinski joins us live from Hodag Park in Rhinelander. Conrad, it looks pretty wicked out there.
Oh yeah, folks. Now I am actually at Hodag Beach. Definitely not looking like the same beach I saw summertime with sunshine and everyone having a good time on the water. Things are completely different now. Conditions are starting to deteriorate at the moment. We do have some moderate snow falling. We had around half a mile visibility around 15 minutes ago. Now it is down to a quarter of a mile here in town. Temperatures are in the teens and the wind gusts are at around 35 miles an hour, really blowing all of this light and fluffy stuff around. Take a look behind me though. Behind me is a door right there. That's around a 3-foot snowdrift right now. By tomorrow morning, that whole door might be covered. Just think about that. Even though we're going to get possibly around a foot of snow, snow drifts could be around 3 or 4 feet in some spots. Reporting to you live from Hodag Beach, I am meteorologist Conrad Sapinski for News Watch 12.
Thanks, Conrad. On Tuesday, a former state senator from Maryland was sentenced to 33 months in federal prison on charges of federal tax crimes. Kevin Shabilsky was a minority owner, CEO, and CFO of 5R Processors, which had locations in Wisconsin and one in Tennessee. A spokesperson for the IRS Criminal Investigation Unit, which helped investigate the case, says that Shabilsky's lack of remorse in the case is what led to the 33-month sentence.
People need to see that individuals that commit these crimes will have a punishment of jail time, and therefore that is a deterrent effect for the public.
Chief U.S. District Judge James Peterson gave the sentence, finding that Shabilsky blamed others around him without taking responsibility for himself. Special Agent Miller echoed what Judge Peterson said in the case, that an example needed to be made for both the general public and business owners.
Look, it's not just drug dealers or low-income people that are receiving sentences. It is also individuals that are committing financial crimes.
According to a press release from the DOJ, between 2014 and 2016, Shabilsky failed to pay employment taxes in excess of $800,000 through his company.
2 ballot initiatives will continue to be on Wisconsin voters' ballots this April after a judge denied a request to push them off for a year. Last week, Dane County Circuit Judge Rhonda Lanford heard arguments in a lawsuit from 2 organizations over 2 ballot questions. The groups argued that the Wisconsin Elections Commission sent the initiatives to county clerks a day past the deadline required under state law. One initiative would amend the state's constitution's approach to imposing cash bail on people charged with committing violent crimes. The other is asking whether to require childless, able-bodied adults to search for jobs while receiving public benefits. Voters will decide on the question April 4th.
The fresh snow is helping snowmobile trails in Langlade County. On Friday morning, the Langlade County Trail System is reopening zones A and B, including all state-funded trails. Because of the last 2 weeks of warm weather and rain, they are reminding snowmobile riders to be cautious. Underneath that snow, they say hills and corners may remain icy. The trails will reopen at 6 a.m. on Friday.
The Raptor Education Group is monitoring a bald eagle that was shot with an arrow in Wapaka. The nonprofit says they spotted the female bald eagle and she was able to remove the arrow. Reggie says the eagle was bleeding significantly, but it appeared to stop before she flew away. The nonprofit says the cold temperatures will help the eagle recover, and she has a mate who's also helping her. With the winter storm underway, Reggie is asking people to not search the woods for her on foot, by ATV, or snowmobiles. Reggie's asking anyone who knows anything about who may have shot the eagle to contact your local sheriff's office. In 2021, Reggie had 22 illegal shootings of protected wildlife, including 12 eagles.
We're learning more about the flu season impact so far. We'll explain what age groups were hit the hardest.
And cheesemakers are facing off in Green Bay. We'll have the details after Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
Can we really trust him with a car?
Of course we can, Lindsay, with AAA Auto Insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA Auto Insurance and expect something more. See the exceptional selection of jewelry at Golden Carat Jewelers. Artistic handmade jewelry by Michu and Bella Trois. Fashion-forward designs by Mira T. and Frederick Sage. The latest trends and the forever classics from Facet Barcelona, Catan, and more. Your full-service jewelry store in downtown Minocqua, Golden Carat Jewelers has a surprise for everyone.
The unknown is not empty. It's a storm that crashes and consumes, replacing thought with worry. But one thing can calm uncertainty. An answer, uncovered through exploration, teamwork, and innovation. An answer that leads to even more answers. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
Can we really trust him with a car?
Of course we can, Lindsay, with AAA Auto Insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA Auto Insurance and expect something more.
Well, this is fun. Light to moderate snow out there now will continue through tonight into tomorrow morning, and probably the heaviest snow getting in here about sunrise tomorrow through midday tomorrow. So lots of school cancellations for tomorrow and businesses as well. Those are scrolling down here at the bottom of your screen. But look at this thing. It's all eye candy, right? Severe weather across parts of Illinois today, heavy snow across parts of Wisconsin. That goes all the way back in the Dakotas. That is all moving this way. We have a lot of snow to get through tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. Here's the radar. Notice the banding features in here. There's lots of lift in the atmosphere right now, and the air can't go up. It has to go up, can't go down. So you get these banding features out there, and that's going to give us those moderate to heavy snowfall rates this evening into early parts of tomorrow morning, and then on from there as well. So the heaviest snow right now falling across parts of Portage County, Wapaka County, Wood County, Southern Marathon County, all lifting northeast at about 35 miles per hour. We're all going to get the snow tonight. We're not going to miss this one. Basically, everybody gets about 10 to 12 inches of snow across the entire region this evening. Okay, visibility is reduced. Now, a quarter mile or so in Merrill, that's heavy snow. 0.75 in Wausau, that's moderate snow. Anything more than that is basically light snow. That's out there right now, but this will expand in coverage tonight. And again, heavier snow gets in here around sunrise tomorrow morning. And that looks outside like this right now here in Rhinelander. Notice how the street lights are kind of waving a bit. It's windy out there. The snow is falling. And the snow ratio is about 18-to-1, meaning an inch of liquid gives us 18 inches of snow. That is light, fluffy snow, easy to move around. The wind is doing it out there now with lots of blowing and drifting across the area. So let's walk you through it. So here is right now the light to moderate snow out there. Notice the darker blue colors. Stay with us tonight. Here's 1 o'clock in the morning, still moderate to heavy snow falling. Here is 11 to 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The heaviest snow just pulling out of here. So again, a long duration snow event. Here's around sunset tomorrow. The big snow gets out of here. Behind it, though, we're going to turn the wind right off a wide open Lake Superior. Water temperatures out there are in the upper 30s, and that is going to give us some really good lake effect snow bands that with the gusty wind could easily make it into parts of Vilas County, Oneida County, and Forest County as well. So overall, there could be some good lake effect snow bands setting up for tomorrow night in early parts of Friday. And then we have, again, another system that could get in here later on Monday. When it's all said and done, through tonight, through tomorrow, we're talking a widespread foot of snow. A couple spots in here, not everybody, not all of you, don't write me, could see close to 18 inches of snow across this area here, right across parts of north central Wisconsin when it's all said and done by about this time tomorrow night. And it is incredibly windy. Wind gusts out of the east right now are approaching 30 miles per hour. That will linger through tonight, through tomorrow, and come down about this time tomorrow evening. That's going to blow and drift that light, fluffy snow. Also already trailer bans on many highways out there currently because with the icy conditions, the gusty east wind could easily flip over those trailers. Those bans are in effect through tomorrow. So all of us get a winter storm warning for tonight and through tomorrow. This is your tax dollars at work saying, hey, it's snowing out there. Be careful. We're going to have snow tonight and throughout the day tomorrow, and basically take it easy. Again, there's lots of schools and businesses closed tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. All right, so then behind this system, the colder air comes in. Tomorrow night, we could have low temperatures down near 5 degrees below zero, and that doesn't make the road salts and solvents work real well with temperatures like that, so it could take us a day or two to dig out from this to impact those road conditions. And here's that cold air right there. That's going to swing in behind this system tomorrow and make things really cold for us tomorrow night as we begin to dig out from all this. But just stick around for one day, really. That's going to be Friday with those cold temperatures locked in place. Behind that, warmer temperatures get in here for basically Saturday, Sunday into Monday. Keep an eye on Monday. Put a pin right there because we have to watch that temperature on Monday with the next system in the area on Monday. Looking down the road and around the corner, we have another large system. We're not talking about it quite yet, but it looks just like the one coming through tonight that could bring us another round of potentially heavy snowfall late Sunday into Monday. I know. Our forecast tonight, though, is snow and wind out there. Blizzard conditions at times across the area. Low temperatures down near 13 with a northeast wind that could gust near 35. Lots of blowing and drifting snow snow tonight. For tomorrow, snow and wind, heaviest snow around sunrise tomorrow through midday tomorrow. High temperatures near 18, so light, fluffy snow, easy to move around with that northeast breeze around 10 to 35 miles per hour. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows that snow and wind likely tomorrow. Friday, we dig out under cold conditions, a high of 15, low temperatures near 5 below. The weekend looks pretty good with temperatures in the 20s to low 30s. And our next chance for snow, it could be significant late Sunday into Monday. Jessica?
This year's flu season peaked early and hit children especially hard. That's according to newly released data from the CDC. The agency says reported cases of influenza were highest in late November and early December. Flu-related pediatric deaths more than doubled over the previous year, the highest number since the beginning of the pandemic. Most weren't vaccinated against the flu. The CDC says the flu vaccine reduced the severity of illnesses for up to 44% of adults who got the flu. Day 2 of the U.S. Championship Cheese Contest opened its doors to cheesemakers from across the country.
One of the judges is from Marathon Cheese Corporation in Mosinee and has been grading cheese for more than 20 years. Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver learned what he looks for when tasting some of the best cheeses in the country.
You get to taste some of the best cheese in the United States, and there's a lot of variety, a lot of different cheeses, and we're grading them according to what they should be for that class.
All right, so we're joined here by David Burke, one of the judges from Marathon Cheese. So, David, you have the best job of them all here at the Cheese Championships. You get to judge them, so you get to taste them all.
Yeah, cheese, and more cheese.
We got a pasteurized cheese here. What are we looking at?
As far as the contest, we're going to be taking the cheese and cutting it, looking for the body of the cheese, texture, flavor, and any defects that we find is counted against it. Starts out with a score of 100, and then the defects knock it down. We're actually kind of looking for something that shouldn't be there, which just looks totally normal for a jalapeno smoked pepper. You can kind of see the grill marks, so we know this is a naturally smoked piece of processed pepper. So this is fairly smooth. Don't see any real big openings in there. And then we'll feel it for the body and the texture. So you kind of work it between your fingers, see how pasty it is. Processed cheese is going to be a little bit softer. The next thing is pop it in your mouth and taste it.
Okay. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good. It's probably why it's here at the U.S. Cheese Championship.
We have this grading device here. Explain this to me.
There's all the different categories. There's entry for each one. You can scroll and see how many different entries there are. They have a short description, the judges' names. This is all available to the cheesemakers so they can see how their entry was scored. Flavor is the king. Flavor is the king. If it comes down to where two cheeses are tied, you're going to look at which one had performed better in the flavor part, and that is going to elevate it above the other cheese. Yeah, there's some good heat notes there from the peppers, which usually the processed cheese doesn't have a lot of flavor. You still get the cheese flavor coming through, because at the end of the day, it's a cheese contest. You're really grading it. You don't want the condiments to overpower the flavor of the cheese. So I would rank this one fairly good.
Yeah, I got that little kick at the end. It was
Yep.
Awesome. Well, there you have it. That's how you grade a cheese.
Yep.
It's your last chance to shop Furniture and Appliance Mart's President's Day sale. Get the guaranteed lowest prices of the season, starting at 30% and up to 60% off furniture and mattress doorbusters. Sale ends Tuesday at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Accidents happen, and when they do, demand the best. At Shimkus Auto Body, we believe in quality work. Our certified technicians have years of experience and care about your car. At Shimkus Auto Body, you know you'll be dealing with a company that's been in business for over 30 years. We're so proud of our work that we've put our family name right on the door. Shimkus, a name you can trust.
Countertops are the center of a home. With elegant to everyday options. Easy installation you can do yourself. And durability that can take you from crayons to calculus. Transform everyday spaces into gathering places with custom craft countertops. 11% off at Menards.
It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. Get started on your next Ford SUV, like Bronco, Explorer, or the new Escape. Get here to get a deal on the SUV's #1 in brand loyalty. It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. During Auto Show, choose Flex Buy on Escape, Edge, or Explorer with 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus 1,000 Auto Show cash.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's President's Day Mattress Blowout event is ending soon. It's your last chance to save up to 75% on mattress doorbusters from the top brands. Or save big on Tempur-Pedic and Purple adjustable mattress sets. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
A fundraiser for state parks is gaining popularity partly due to its association with painting legend Bob Ross.
The Happy Little Trees 5K is a race with no set location. The Michigan DNR, in partnership with Bob Ross Inc., organized the first race in 2020 and had more than 20,000 people register for the virtual event. This year, Wisconsin, Ohio, Indiana, and South Carolina are all joining in on the partnership to raise money for state parks. Joan Kowalski is the president of Bob Ross Inc. and the Happy Little Trees 5K, and she says this is one of her favorite projects.
We don't charge them a fee. We don't take any percentage of the proceeds or anything. We've just given them the rights to use the property because we love the project so much.
Anyone interested in participating need to register online before March 1st. The $34 registration fee covers a Bob Ross-themed race bib, finisher's medal, T-shirt, and race instructions. Racers are encouraged to complete their 5K outside between Earth Day and Arbor Day in April.
They get something really neat out of it, which is Bob Ross related, and then obviously some of the proceeds go back to the Wisconsin State Park System.
Proceeds are used to plant trees in state parks and forests so future generations can enjoy those happy little trees. We'll be back with one final check of the forecast.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
As a nurse, your capacity to give is superhuman until it's not. These days, nearly every nurse is exhausted. You deserve an employer who shares your passion for keeping people healthy, including you. Join Peter Christensen Health Center today. Work fewer hours, enjoy regular schedules, rebalance your life with your passion. Your loved ones will thank you. Your new healthcare team will appreciate you. And your new patients will be grateful for you. Quit the chaos. Be your best self. Join us today.
Right now is absolutely the best time of year to buy furniture. And Slumberland Furniture is the best place during our huge President's Sale. Come see our special offers throughout the store. Plus, special financing is available for convenient monthly payments. And did you know Slumberland offers custom fabrics and colors at no extra charge? Check out this gorgeous sectional, and it comes with a free ottoman. Plus, so much more during our huge President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you. For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
When searching for your next truck, you want your truck to last. Get the job done right with a Lenz truck. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, and can be bought hassle-free online. Go now to lenztruck.com.
Lenz Truck. Lenz Truck.
We got the trucks at Lance Truck.
We got the trucks.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
Well, I forget if I mentioned this during the week, but the Birkebeiners this weekend, have I told you guys about it? Okay, I feel like I haven't talked enough about it. So
We've heard it once or twice.
Once or twice, okay. Well, I do want to share that there are some really cool local connections to the Birkie, and that includes the only person who skied every single one of them. His name is Ernie St. Germain, and he lives in the Hayward area now, but he has ties to Lac du Flambeau. He's in the middle of this photo. His dad was part of the tribe in LDF, and Ernie still teaches a traditional class on the reservation. St. Germain has skied the Birkie all 47 times, and you might recognize the man on the right side of this photo. That's Mitch Mode. He owns Mel's Trading Post in Rhinelander. He's going for his 45th Birkie on Saturday. That should be fun. And I have a picture of me way back in 2010. Okay, this is when I did the Cortalope with my friend Gabe. That's the half Birkie.
Which one are you?
I'm the one on our left.
I can't tell. Okay.
Yeah.
The right.
489.
You look very young in that.
Yeah, I mean, that was 13 years ago, so
well, good luck to all the Birkie.
Yeah, it was still good. Mitch was on our 4 o'clock show today.
Yeah.
And this is his 45th one. That's so
That's
cool.
a lot.
And he said it's like 60 kilometers, 40-mile race.
50 kilometers, yeah, it's going to be tough, and I think it'll be tougher than normal because this snow is not good.
Snow's piling up, right? Not good for the trails, of course. The ski trail. It's great for the snow trails for snowmobiling, but of course, look outside now. Here's a live look at the radar. There's a lot going on here. So if it's snowing where you're at now, it's likely going to keep snowing tonight into tomorrow. In fact, the heaviest snow likely to fall around sunrise tomorrow morning through about midday tomorrow. So this is a long duration snow event. The roads are already a mess across the entire region. Lots of schools are canceled. Those are scrolling on your screen currently and for us tonight. So overall, if you can stay in tonight, try to stay in tonight, right? Perfect to watch us at 10 o'clock this evening. And overall, we could do this again on Monday. Let's just put that out there now. Until then, though, enjoy the weekend.
Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, let's get through this first.
Yes.
Thank you, Jeff. That's all the time we have. We'll see you back here at 10.
Mr. Food Test Kitchen is brought to you by Golden Carrot Jewelers.